Hey everyone, Stu Strock here. It's with nervous excitement that I welcome you to the inaugural episode of a project that we're affectionately calling The Floor is Lager. We've wanted to do this for a while, ever since we started playing 5th edition D&D earlier this year. For this first adventure, we started with a level 1 setting called The Sunless Citadel from a book called Tales from the Yawning Portal. It's a book that recently came out that compiles 7 different adventures from previous editions of Dungeons & Dragons. They've all been retrofitted to work with 5th edition, and we thought, what better way to break into a new podcast? I'm the Dungeon Master for this adventure. We have 3 party members. You'll probably recognize them from our other podcast, 3.2 Company. First, we have Eric Taylor, or Tater as we affectionately know him. This time around, he's playing the righteous, if a bit preachy, Lucy Morningstar. Lucy is an Aasimar, a human whose bloodline has been touched by that of the angels. She's a devout cleric of Tyr, the god of law and justice. When she isn't smiting those who perpetrate injustice, she's handing out pamphlets to raise awareness of Tyr's righteousness. Next, we have Scott Aoki. Scott's playing the skilled and ruthless Jan Whick. He's a human rogue and an expert marksman. Jan mourns the loss of his animal companion and his carriage, both of which were taken from him by a merciless group of bandits. When he isn't shooting villains and monsters between the eyes, he seeks vengeance for his animal companion. And rounding out our party, we have Brody Schade, playing the warlock Cordwainer Bird. Cordwainer is dedicated to service under an archfey known as the Prince of Frost. Cordwainer is a mysterious fellow, and of questionable reputation. Mr. Bird is a man possessed of a silver tongue, matched only by his devastating magic. Our heroes have made their way to a town called Oakhurst in search of this place, known as the Sunless Citadel. Rumors circulate that it used to be the fortress belonging to an ancient cult. More recent rumors have said that the people of Oakhurst have recently made deals with goblins coming from the area where the Sunless Citadel supposedly is. These goblins come out twice a year, and they offer a strange fruit. Shortly after the summer solstice, the goblins come to town offering a brilliant red apple. This apple is said to cure any disease and mend even the most grievous wounds. After the winter solstice, they come bearing a white apple. This apple is said to be poisonous and will kill anyone who eats it. Our adventuring party has decided to investigate. That's probably about good for now. Now, are you all seated comfortably? Mind your footing. The floor is lager.
Natural 4.
Natural 4!
I'm going to say natural on everything
and with
but
that,
20s.
Welcome to the first episode of The Floor is Lager.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That's pretty good. I like it. So this
Podcast?
is our sort of experimental D&D podcast where we play 5th edition D&D. For the purposes of this, we're going to be playing the first adventure out of the Yawning Portal source book, which collects 7 adventures that were repurposed from adventures from old editions. They're just remade for 5th edition. This first one was made for 3.5 back in the year 2000.
It was a distant future?
The distant future. Oh, yeah. So this one is intended for level 1 parties. So we got a few level 3 or level 1 characters here. There's 3 of us.
Oh, God, if only we could start at level 3.
I'm Stu. I'm DMing. And to my right, we've got Brody.
Hey!
As always.
What are you playing?
I am playing a human warlock and a Lushkin human warlock. That means I got fair skin, jet black hair. You know, I got steely eyes. I'm a little older. I'm like 36-ish.
Right.
And I'm probably
So
overweight. Yeah, I'm almost dead. I'm a warlock, and my name is Cordwainer Bird.
Cordwainer Bird.
Bird up.
Bird up.
Oh, yeah.
And then, my stats are ridiculous.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They
you rolled them.
They recently got upgraded.
They got upgraded. My stats leveled
these
up.
adventures are intended for parties of 4 to 5, and we have 3 party members. So, no big deal with having some extra beefy players.
Well,
Child
I mean,
play.
you'll adjust things if we need to.
Yeah, if we need to. But I don't think it'll be a problem.
Considering, though, like, in, like, our one-off things that we've been doing, how quickly even a 3-person group just tears through
Yeah,
some
you
of
guys
them.
have been wrecking shit.
Freaking assholes.
So next, Scott, tell
Yes?
us about your character.
My character is Jan Whick. I'm a rogue with a mysterious past. And,
Was your pet hellhound killed?
well, I had an animal companion, but the minions of the generic evil we're going to fight broke into my home, murdered my. I mean, I can't just say the Russian mob, right?
No.
Yeah, but they broke into my home, killed my animal companion, stole my carriage, and left me for dead. But I had tools of my trade and a number of gold coins buried under my basement. So now I'm going to go out and take my vengeance. In game's terms, I'm a human rogue.
Yeah.
I'm a variant human, so that means I was able to take a feat at the first level, so I have crossbow expert.
Which is pretty fucking bananas.
Yes, it's crazy. I'm generic human. If you just want to picture him as Keanu Reeves, that's fine. Just do that.
Works for me.
Yeah.
It's a recognizable face.
Mm-hmm.
Timeless face.
Oh, my face.
No, like hauntingly timeless. Like
Yeah.
from like the 1800s, there's paintings of
Yeah, oh yeah.
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we've got
Jesus.
Eric. What are you?
not seen those?
What are you playing today, Eric?
I am playing Lucy the Morningstar. She is
You actually
Ace-
wield a Morningstar?
no.
Damn it.
She's a Asimir cleric. I was a formal soldier way back. I'm like 127, so this was a long time ago.
So, for people who might be unfamiliar, what is an ASMR?
It's like a human that has like divine inspiration or whatever, and is now like a celestial. They have like celestial powers.
Yeah,
They can
I
create
think
planets.
The official thing is that like you're sort of like a tiefling descended from demons. Instead, you're
Yeah.
descended from angels.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere down the line, one of your ancestors boned an angel, which must have been awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it was heavenly.
All right, so
Her?
egg.
That's what all the angels said when they saw who who they were like being. Her?
But yeah, I'm a cleric. I don't think I said that. I'm a war cleric. I follow Tyr, the god of justice.
I love it. And for you tater aficionados out there, what's your alignment?
Murder hobo.
No.
Lawful murder hobo.
I murder people in the bounds of the law. No, I'm playing lawful good, which we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
We'll see how long that lasts.
It's a huge
We'll see how long
departure.
until I become a fallen Asimir.
which could be cool. All right, so here's the gist of things. It's midsummer. You guys are you've traveled to a town called Oakhurst because you've heard that near Oakhurst there is sort of a local legend of the Sunless Citadel, which is it's not
Bye, guys.
it's not clear, but
That's statement.
so it used to be a huge fortress, and reports of what that fortress used to be are conflicting. But the legend says that this fortress sunk into the ground and is now deep underground, and
That's why it's sunless?
it's sunless.
Okay.
So you guys have come to Oakhurst in pursuit of this legend.
Trying to find
you're
out
an
about it.
adventuring group. Of,
Okay. We know each other. Maybe we've been together for a little while. Is
Yeah, I
that
figure
the
you
premise
guys-
that we're doing?
We're traveling companions.
Yeah, I got to figure out a voice.
All of
Didn't
you
have
are
a
members
voice?
of the Fantasy Continental Hotel chain.
We're
None
not
of you have- none
excommunicado
of you have
yet.
Excommunicado yet.
Nice.
Well, we follow the rules because we're lawful good.
Until you're having a lot of fun.
The owner of the hotel keeps calling me Jonathan for some reason. No one else does.
So a little bit of background on Oakhurst. It's got about 900 people living there, including outlying farms. Mostly human, with a sizable minority of halflings and a scattering of other races. It's a pretty small little village. There's some places of note. There's a general store, a village hall, a shrine, a jail, blacksmith, and a big inn.
I am the only warlock in the village.
I am the only warlock in the village. Yes, you are.
Okay.
So you're thinking of starting a warlock club?
No, I don't. When I hear about other warlocks, I know they don't exist because I'm the only warlock in the village.
So where would you all like to head?
It's a good question. Is there like some type of library of sorts in town, or some place that we could go that maybe have knowledge of this?
Sure.
None of us have ever been to Oakhurst.
No, you guys are just kind of traveling.
Okay.
Surely the local tavern has rumors and gossip.
Might be a good place to start. It's up to you
Yeah,
guys.
let's go over there.
All right. So you see outside when you walk up to the building, it's called the Old Boar Inn. You walk in. It's a fairly lively place at this time of day. It's early evening. It's midsummer, so weather's good. People are out kind of on the patio, but also the whole inside is filled. Not gigantic, but big enough to accommodate a town like this and travelers. It's run by a guy named Garen, he's a human. He's a human commoner.
He looks just like your regular bartender.
Yeah.
Generic bartender.
He's got a little bit of a chin strap beard. And
Sure.
He's a pretty warm guy. He welcomes you when you come in. Hello! Welcome to the Old Boar Inn.
Ah, thank you for your hospitality.
What can I get you?
Well, I mean, what's your specialty?
This time of year, we've got some good ciders.
A cider would be excellent.
Hard or soft cider?
Surprise me.
Too hard and soft for our teetotaling friend.
Serves it promptly. What brings you to town?
Rumors.
Rumors of what?
We've heard of a place that may be a legend, but we want to find out. A citadel that used to be nearby.
You want the first? There was, just recently, within the last month or so, there was an adventuring party. Locals. They went looking for the Citadel as well. They haven't come back. But, if you're looking for more information on them, two of the members of that adventuring party were children of a local here. Her name is Carowyn Hucriel. She runs the general store. It'll probably be open in the morning.
Okay. They weren't actually children, right? They were just...
No.
Okay.
They were adult children.
Okay.
Oh, they were immature.
Did they still live at home?
They
They
did.
are millennials.
The Hucriels are one of the more influential families in Oakhurst. More established. The children, Talgan and Sharwin, they showed an aptitude for adventure. One of them was quite talented with the arcane arts.
How so?
Well, more so than common folk. She could weave a spell or two.
Intriguing.
Well, you say they're closed down?
This time of night, yeah, they're probably gone home.
We should inquire about rooms then. Stay the night.
Well, you're in luck, friend. We've got rooms. It'd be a silver each.
I flip a silver onto the counter.
He scoops it into his pocket.
It's cheaper than the usual gold each that we pay at the Continental.
Continental. I haven't heard of those.
I put a gold piece out and say, "Can you make change?" I keep my finger on it.
I've got it. He pulls out 9 silver.
I kind of roll it across my fingers and then hand it to him.
Oh, fancy. Here's your change.
I count it.
It's a 9 silver.
Holy shit.
It's definitely 9 silver. You're not offended, though.
We're outsiders.
How obvious did you count it? Were you like 1, 2, 3?
It's in my hand. I just kind of shook it, put it back in my pocket, and then I would like to get a meal and then head up to my room.
All right. It's copper for some fresh bread, a leg of chicken, and some soup.
I guess before I go up, is there any like gambling going on in this room right now?
There's a booth off in the corner with a little bit of rousing conversation happening. You think there might be some dice being rolled over there?
I actually grab my chicken leg, whatever's left. I've ate everything else because I'm very fast to eat. You've seen it.
You hit on
I know, you're a monster.
It's ramen. You don't sit on that shit. You eat it.
Fantasy.
So, yeah, you see at the booth there's 5 people there. There's a half-elven woman who looks like kind of a hard ass. She's got some visible scars. She's wearing some half plate actually, and she's sitting with 4 guys who are wearing similar garb, and they're rolling dice and drinking and laughing.
Okay. I sidle up with my hard cider and my chicken leg. I'm like, Cordwainer Bird, everyone. What are we playing?
Well, you may have heard of this, but we're playing dice.
You're playing them or you're shooting them?
Well, this is going on. Jan is going to retire early.
All right.
Jan, no dice.
Jan has a history of cheating at dice and doesn't want to, like, if he's going to be staying here for a bit, he's going to wait a bit before. I actually own some loaded dice.
Cordwainer has no worries about that.
And I have.
He's in it no matter
Plus
what.
5 sleight of hand.
God damn it.
That's it? Not
That's
plus
it?
6?
God damn it. You gotta bluff them all.
So, are there any people kind of off by themselves, like maybe a pair, or like sitting in their own booth?
Like completely by
Somebody
themselves?
looked really lonely.
Yeah.
That they've lost.
Someone looked like they're looking for some companionship.
Are you asking to, like, convert somebody? Or are you looking to be an escort?
No, I would never prostitute myself.
No, he's gonna walk
That
up to
is a
the
sin.
What if it's legal?
to the innkeeper and ask if anybody's lot. Oh shit! Tomorrow with that widow or the lady that lost her kids, he's gonna totally take advantage of her, like her feelings to convert her to the religion.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of booths and tables with just 1 or 2 people at
I'm
it.
gonna walk up to the nearest one, ask them if they've heard of the blessings that Tyr can bestow upon their life.
One of them is kind of like hunched over their ale. Dear.
Yes, Tyr, brings great blessings.
You don't even know what he's the god of!
He's the god of justice.
Battle.
Justice!
Well,
Great justice.
We're a peaceful village. We don't have a lot of purpose for war.
I mean, there are always enemies about, and they have evil intentions, and you need to prepare yourself to handle these battles.
We're plenty
I'm gonna
prepared.
slide him a pamphlet out of my bag. If you have some time, I'll be here a while.
It's called the Tier Tower.
Oh my god! Yes, it is. And
Start leafing through it like we're pretty well prepared. We have Felocio. She's our constable and captain of our local guard.
there are times when even Felocio will not be able to overcome the great warring evils at hand. Like,
All right, well,
You could
Maybe
literally
you're
be
right.
playing a different
Sure.
character, and that would sound so threatening.
I'm sure you've heard of Cyric, the god of lies. Is Tyr's enemy. He's about everywhere. So just keep that pamphlet, look it over. I'll be in room 66, and it's on the 6th floor. If you have any
On the
questions, come
sixth
find me.
floor? God damn it.
I kind of look at you and kind of nod.
I'm gonna sprinkle
Alright.
some holy oil on them as I walk away.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Tyr blesses through holy oil.
thanks. Is this oil?
All right.
Got some in my ale.
Am I playing dice?
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So,
You'd be the hard
the
6.
woman at the table who you have just learned her name is Felocio. She
All right.
introduced herself.
Greetings,
Shit.
Felocio.
Cards. She looks at you and she says, "Rules are simple. All you gotta do, roll higher than me." You can use 2 d6s.
Okay.
They've got little pips. It's like little bone dice in there.
Okay.
It's just a simple, friendly game they're playing. But they've got a modest little pot of coins in the center.
Okay. Are they silvers?
Coppers.
Coppers? Okay. I'd throw in like 2 silvers and take 20 coppers out. I'd change. Yeah.
Dick.
I don't carry those lowly coins. And what's the bet?
Well, right now it's 5 copper.
I put in 10.
It's 5 copper.
We didn't say anything about raising.
I take out 5 copper. Cordwainer Bird!
You gotta beat a 10.
Fuck.
I got 12.
She looks at your dice. She says, "Good one, newbie. Double or nothing."
Double or nothing. 8.
She got a 6.
Hot side is all around!
She kind of looks at you shrewdly. She's like, "Where are you from?"
I'm from the Sword Coast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it well. What brings you to Oakhurst?
Adventuring with my companions.
Companions. The one of the barkeeps comes up and passes out a round of ciders, and she sort of nods to you. "Who are your companions?"
I mean, why do you ask, Lucia?
"I make it my business to know these kinds of things. I'm the constable of this village."
Oh, well, have we done anything wrong?
"No,
Okay.
and you better keep it that way."
Well, would you like to roll again, Constable? For Lucia?
"I think I've lost enough money tonight."
Does she have anything like hanging from her side, like keys or anything?
Not that you can
Man.
see from here, because
Okay.
like the table, they're sitting at a booth.
Anybody at the table kind of side-eyeing, or like you can see maybe
There's
somebody's
a couple
drunk?
of the guards who are like really looking at you, like hawk-eyed,
Okay.
just like keeping an eye.
They're really on to me. All right, well. Anybody else would like to roll dice?
One of them, who looks a little more drunk than the other one, says, "Yeah, I'll take that bet."
5?
5? Yeah, he chucks in 5 copper into the pot.
7.
He rolled a 4. He's like, 5. What'd you roll?
7.
I mean, 4.
Still a 7.
Looks like you win this one.
Go again, anyone?
Yeah, I'll go again.
10.
You got a 10. It looks like...
Well, should we Rochambeau for the tiebreaker?
Shall I?
Oh, it's a game we used to play in the Sword Coast. Please stand up. I'll show you.
He stands up.
All right. I get ready, and I produce a chicken leg still, and I was like, "Do you have a chicken leg?"
No.
Well, get him a chicken leg. First one to eat the chicken leg wins.
After a couple of minutes, he gets chicken leg delivered, and he's like gets ready to start eating the chicken leg. So I just have to eat this.
Just eat it really fast, as fast as you can.
Okay. Let's see. We'll roll a Constitution contest.
Okay.
He's got disadvantage because he's been drinking.
Okay. So it's just our regular modifier.
Just your Constitution modifier, yeah.
Not your saving throw. That one!
Natty 1.
19 and a 20.
That one.
He just
So I go to start
down.
eating, and I just watch him eat, and I kind of just like... I just drop the leg and I just watch, like, it's just impressed.
he starts like picking like little bits of bone out of his teeth. It was pretty good, right?
He's like cartoon woodchuck.
Very, very good. You look like you needed it. You should probably head off to bed.
Don't tell me what to do.
No, I don't mean to. I'm just looking out for you, good fellow. We seem to have struck a rapport.
That's my job. I'm the guard. I look out for you.
Please.
Maybe you should go to bed.
Maybe I will. Does anybody know of the Sunless Citadel? Do I know the name of it?
Yeah, you guys are all aware of the general name and legend of it. Colossian says, yes, we've heard of it. We recently lost some good people searching for it.
Where were they headed? I mean, what direction is it from here?
Let's see. She gives you a general cardinal direction.
Okay.
It's about 7 miles from Oakhurst. It's not the Sunless Citadel necessarily, but
That's the direction.
She points you in the direction of where the adventuring party who recently disappeared went. They believed it was probably in some nearby ravine. Access to it was there. You know, it's weird. After all this time, we haven't had people asking about this Sunless Citadel for years, but just in the last couple of months, it was the locals and now you. We actually haven't had anybody asking about the Sunless Citadel for about 13 years.
Why do you think it is so popular now?
That's a good question. But there's been a lot of strange things going on lately in the Oakhurst area.
When she says that, I pull out my arcane focus and I do like a little minor illusion of like some gerblins attacking the copper coins. Stuff like that.
Well, we have had interactions with goblins.
Well, with that, I no longer care. I scoop up my coins and I leave.
No longer care. We've made a profit of about... What's the conversion? It's like 2 silver.
Nice.
Less the cost of drinks and chicken leg.
Yeah, so I made like a silver.
Word.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, sweet. That was worth it.
No, totally.
I go to bed.
You just go to bed.
Yeah.
Are all you guys heading to bed? You're going up to your room waiting for hopeful people to come up.
I was gonna go to the bar and order a small cup of wine to take up to my room.
Okay. Yeah. Garen gives you a cup of wine.
Sweet.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go up there and just pray and hope that people come talk to me after all the pamphlets I handed out.
Does your kind sleep?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Why would they
I
not?
don't remember seeing anything about you guys not sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like elves that can just go into like a dream
Yeah,
state.
there's like some. I think at some point Asmar didn't sleep or something like that in like 3, 5 or something.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna stay up most of the night praying.
Okay. Well, you guys wake up in the morning and come downstairs.
Okay, rested and relaxed.
Lucy, you see that there are some of your pamphlets left on the like,
Is it all of them?
you're not sure, but there might have been one that isn't visible on the tables.
I'm gonna
Save
sort of
the trash.
distraughtly pick them back up. Be like, well, I'll give them to the more faithful, and then people who are more willing to listen to reason and the light.
Garen is sort of wiping down the bar. And, did you sleep well?
Quite.
Rested and relaxed, good sir.
Well, before you get your day started, can I get you breakfast?
That would be quite good.
Do you have any bangers or mash?
He's got
Banger in my mouth?
he's got some eggs, and he actually does have a little bit of sausage that he had been sizzling out for people in the morning. He fixes you up a plate of eggs and sausage. Sorry, no mash.
It's okay. I eat it, but I leave a little bit on my plate because I don't ever want to clean my plate all the way. It's a sign of low class.
So what's next for you?
Well, do you want? I mean, Felocian kind of giving the general direction of the party, but do you want to go talk to Minerva? What was her name?
Carolyn.
Carolyn. That was close.
It's pretty close.
Mulva.
I don't know if this one wants to proselytize, but I'm eager to get in and find whatever treasure there might be.
I mean, I definitely agree, but we may. Do you think she might have
Useful
potions
information?
Well, she's also the general store, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Could maybe get some potent potables.
Well, I would like to get an early start on this.
So I scarf my
This
food as
area.
fast as I can because I do that.
Sirik is clearly afoot, releasing goblins into this village to attack them. So
Garen says, they haven't been attacking. They actually make deals with us.
Well, that's not what I heard. No,
Not what I heard.
I heard they were agents of Sirik, and we should dispatch them quickly.
Well, that
Oh my god!
may be.
Well, that didn't take long.
Well, they've always been a little unseemly, but they come to the outskirts of the village twice a year, and they sell us a fruit, a strange fruit.
What kind? What,
I do this.
A single fruit or a single type of fruit?
It's an apple, but it's an apple unlike any I've ever seen before. It's different depending on the time of year. In the summer, they sell us one that is brilliant red and warm to the touch. It's miraculous. It cures diseases and heals the sick.
What do they
don't-
charge for this apple?
50 gold.
Do you have any on you?
Actually, they sell it shortly after the solstice, which isn't for another 2 weeks.
Interesting.
What's stranger is in the winter, after the winter solstice, they sell us an apple that's ghostly white. But mostly no one buys that one for consumption. They use it for alchemical research and things like that, because anyone who eats the white apple dies.
Like instantly?
Well, very quickly.
Due to poison, or do they die of some other reason?
Unsure. We haven't been able to determine it.
that sounds like Sirik, god of lies.
It might be
It's supposed to be nourishing, and it's not.
It very well might be. Who am I to say?
But regardless, you said it was 2 weeks from now before they'd show up.
Well, that's usually around the time that they come every year, is the solstice.
Interesting. Well, I think I'll head over to the general store.
Okay. You head out into the sort of the main road of Oakhurst, and there's a lot of activity, a lot of morning activity. People are transporting a lot of things, going shopping, and getting things ready for the day. The general store is just down the road.
Is Felosian about that I can see her? I can maybe wave to her. Felosio.
She's at the jail where she works, operates out of.
I don't want to stop by. I just want to go to the general store.
I'm gonna hand out pamphlets to people. Have you heard about the god of justice Tyr?
I have.
Blessings upon you, God of justice Tyr.
All right, you're handing out pamphlets. Awesome. Some people actually point you towards. If you're looking to talk about gods and religion, you could try the shrine.
Yeah, I want to go look at the shrine.
Okay. Let's hop over to Brody real quick. So you walk in.
Me and Brody are going to the general store.
You're approaching the general store.
Mm-hmm. So I walk in and I go, Cordwainer Bird! Cordwainer Bird. I keep putting a D in it. Cordwainer Bird!
Sweeping up the shop, getting it ready for the morning, and she just kind of looks tired. She just says, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Well, we're adventuring types, and we've unfortunately heard of some misfortune that your family has come across.
Yes, my children, Talgan and Sharwin. Why do you ask about them?
Well, we were trying to find the Citadel.
You're going to the Citadel?
We're hoping to. Do you know where it is?
I can tell you where they went. Please, if you find this place and you find them, you bring them back.
No matter what?
No. I'm just asking. I can pay you, of course.
Well, I mean, payment would obviously be appreciated, but it would be better to just do something good for someone. Now, maybe you could do something good for me. Do you have any potions? Or anything that would help me on my quest?
Yeah, she's got anything that you can find in the adventuring gear of the player's handbook table. So, like, base level healing potions and alchemical things. And
I would like to get one healing potion.
Okay.
Because they're pretty pricey, right?
I think they're like 50.
50.
Mm-hmm.
Then 50 gold.
I'll get one. And they do 2d4, is that what they do? Or 1d4?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay.
So, she kind of continues to talk about this request of hers. Please, if you find them, bring them back. If they're dead, they deserve last rites and a funeral. If you can't bring them back, I would appreciate their signet rings, their Hugh Creel signet rings.
Very good. Well, we will do our best, madam, and we do apologize. Give you our best wishes going forward. Jan, is there anything you need?
I think I'm good.
You guys have any other general questions?
No, I would just like to brighten her day with minor illusion, and I will make a little bird kind of fly in, sit on her thing, and just peck her in the mouth twice, and then poof.
Fuck was that?
And then I say, Cordwainer Bird up, and I leave.
I roll my eyes and follow him.
All right, Lucy, you head to the shrine. It's a pretty simple shrine. It looks to you, because you're pretty well versed in the holy symbols of the various gods. You recognize the shrine, the symbol over the shrine, to be a symbol of Pelor. And there is a very small woman, a gnome woman, who is the priest attending to the shrine.
I'm going to give her a pamphlet, ask her if she's heard of the one true God. Here.
Takes the pamphlet. She's like, oh, thank you, honey. Come in. What?
The one true God.
I'm just here
Tyr, huh?
spreading the word of justice and truth through God, the god Tyr.
Well, I might argue that Pelor is the one true truth, but still,
you'd be wrong.
She chuckles.
Do you have a scripture chase that you can take her on?
Yes.
What can I do for you? Do you need healing or advice?
No, I actually got a wonderful rest at the inn. We have some nice beds.
That Baron, what a wonderful man.
He is quite wonderful. Just was. Would you mind if I left some of these pamphlets here for people to look at?
Well, sure.
Okay.
It is a non-denominational shrine. I just happen to be the one here.
All right. Well, I'll leave these here, and I'm gotta find my buddies, and we've got some things to take care of, and maybe I'll come see you later.
What are you taking care of?
We heard there were some evil goblins about giving away apples that poison people.
Oh, the apples. Well, this time of year, they actually give us an apple that heals, but it doesn't sit right, you know? I don't trust it.
Yeah, it did seem suspicious to me also. That's why we're going to investigate it.
You know, that adventuring party that disappeared about a month ago headed kind of in the direction where the goblins are always coming from. I would be careful.
All right, well, I'm going to sprinkle some oil on her.
My God.
Just like blessings upon you, and
Yeah.
I won't see you later.
Yeah.
She uses like some minor divine magic. You see her hands light up and she just like cleans herself off. You too. Alright. So it's basically the information that you guys got is that there's a road called the Old Road. It's kind of it is an overgrown road that winds around past a lot of the farms on the outskirts, many of which are abandoned. So you guys can head in that direction if you've got no other business you want to check around for in town.
We should travel that road at all possible speed.
Awesome.
God damn it!
I start jogging next, or I start yogging next to Jan.
It's pronounced with a stop J.
So after, it doesn't take too long. It takes maybe an hour or so at a normal pace. The old road passes to the east of a narrow ravine. At the road's closest approach to the cleft, several broken pillars jut from the earth where the ravine widens. Two of the pillars stand straight, but most lean atop sloped earth. Others are broken, and several have apparently fallen into the dark depths. A few similar pillars are visible on the opposite side of the ravine. A sturdy, knotted rope is tied to one of the leaning pillars on this side of the ravine.
There's
I'm gonna go tug on the rope.
It's just like tied up to a rock, and the rope is leading down into the ravine.
Oh,
And the ravine goes for what looks to be miles in either direction.
I get out my climber's kit.
So the road just comes up to the ravine, and there's the road's on the,
The
other
road
side of the
sort
ravine.
of goes alongside the ravine, but
Okay.
very close by is the sort of the lip of this section of the ravine,
Okay.
and there is where you see this rope tied off.
So the rope goes down into the ravine? Or does
It
the rope
appears
seem
to,
like
yeah.
it was part of a rope bridge or something?
No, it looks like it was tied with the intention of like rappelling down.
All right.
Is it a newer rope? Does it look like it's freshly been tied there?
It's-
Can we tell that?
It looks like it's been there a little while. You can roll an investigation.
20?
Not natural.
Non-natural.
Well, still, it's really good.
Brody 20?
It's definitely, it's not brand new, but it's not worn to the point where it's like under threat of breaking or anything like that. It looks like it was
Sturdy enough that
fairly
we could
recently
go down
placed
it?
on there. Yeah.
Yeah, let's climb down.
I pat Lucy kind of on the back and say, after you. Heavenly beings first. Is that not the
that,
polite way we do things?
With that investigation check, you can also glean some other things. So
Oh, sweet.
The pillars around are worn and broken, and there's actually graffiti in the Dwarvish alphabet that covers most of them.
I immediately try to erase the dwarven shit.
Does anybody speak Goblin?
No.
Okay.
I speak infernal.
I speak common and celestial.
Oh, do any of you guys read or speak Dwarven?
No.
Nope.
Did
Common and celestial.
Common, celestial. What do you know?
Common, and if I got any kind of bonuses from anything, but I don't
A lot of
think I
those
do.
backgrounds give you like languages.
I have a criminal background, so I know thieves can't.
And you're human, right?
Yeah.
So you probably wouldn't just
I
innately
know
know.
common and thieves can't.
Oh well, thieves can't is pretty cool.
Yeah.
What What languages do you know, Brody?
Common and infernal.
Infernal. Okay.
I should probably change that because I'm no longer fiend, right?
Yeah, if
Well,
you're
you
the-
are no longer fiend, so yeah, it's kind of
maybe you know.
Would it be Fey?
So now you know
Some-
Dwarf.
Is there like
There's like elvish,
Elvish.
or
Yeah, maybe elvish.
gnomish, or something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
probably know Elvish or Gnomish.
okay? Yeah.
You can speak the language of the flowers.
So around the pillars,
It's probably much ado about nothing.
you can see that the area around these pillars has kind of hosted a lot of different campfires of varying recentness, but a lot of them were from about as recent as a month ago, from what you can tell from that high roll. And someone went to some effort to hide the evidence of the camps from casual scrutiny. So they take a little bit of looking for, but they're not
Okay.
too hard to see once you're looking for them.
Lucy, would you like to lead us to the bottom? I mean, do you feel like this is a good... Or should we
Sure.
keep following
Yeah.
the road and see if we can
We'll
find
keep
out?
going down. So I'll just
What does everyone
start
think?
rappelling down.
Oh, she's already gone.
Unless we want to start, unless you wanted to look at the camps at all more, but didn't sound like you did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So let's keep
I
going
mean, we
down
can.
there.
You want to look at the camp?
I
Yeah.
have my climbers kit out so I can rappel easier.
Okay. So, everybody roll athletics to climb down.
Fuck.
It's not going to be a very difficult one because you got a rope.
That's strength 3. Shit. 12.
You're good. You're good.
10.
And you've got a climber's kit, so you
Yeah.
got like advantage, but
You
you're good.
you
guys-
hook up to the rope
10
and you're
with
like
advantage.
on belay. And then I yell up, "Belay is on!"
So it's like the rope is even like knotted in places to give you specific places to hold on to it well. You can even use the wall to brace yourself. You see carved indentations going down the wall as well. And it's about 50 feet down. So,
Conveniently the length of most ropes sold in the in D&D.
right, yeah. So you get down onto like a little landing, like an outcropping on the rock that's flat and smooth. A sandy ledge overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness to the west. The ledge is wide but rough. Sand, rocky debris, and the bones of small animals cover it. A rough-hewn stairwell zigs and zags down the side of the ledge, descending into darkness.
Do we see any, like maybe anything that would indicate like someone had come down this recently in the last like little while?
Other than the rope,
Other than the rope, yeah.
There's so give you a general idea. Out beyond this outcropping, big openness of the ravine, the far walls about 250 feet ahead of you.
Okay.
You can make a survival to look around for stuff.
Sure, I'm good at that. 8. I'm not good at that.
Is your total?
Yeah.
Um,
Plus 0.
You don't really find anything of note. There is kind of a big like fire pit near the far end that's been extinguished for a while. Let's see, everybody's passive perception. Okay.
Or we all have shitty passive perception, or Scott, you have good, or you have good one, right?
13.
Mine's 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you should have
Yours
good.
is pretty good.
Mine's pretty bad.
Oh, was wisdom your don't?
Wisdom and strength. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, basically this outcropping is it's like 25 by 20 feet square. The far corner over near where the stairwell starts to go down it has that little fire pit.
Okay. Well, I mean, this seems promising. This staircase into nowhere. Wasn't the Citadel supposed to be underground?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Anything from the divine?
Cast light to brighten up down the staircase.
Okay. And you can like move that too, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh no, you touch an
You touch
object
something
that's no
and it
larger than 10 feet.
Sheds light, so you could like touch your shield or something, or an object.
I
Just
find
like pick up a rock.
and I'm gonna
You could do that, yeah.
touch that and then throw it. See how far it goes.
Okay.
He likes rocks.
Hey, that rock you don't have to put in a hat to see it light up.
As it goes
Shit,
down,
didn't even think about that. Damn it!
as it goes down, you're looking over the edge. You can see the stairs kind of crisscross down, and you see them illuminated as the rock falls and falls down. And there's like little landings going down. There's like 2 or 3 little landings before it looks like it lands down on like a rocky floor.
Well, doesn't look too treacherous. Shall we venture down?
Well, it's young.
Indeed.
I'll hang out near the back as we venture.
I'll head up front.
You gonna scout?
Yes.
Okay, so the staircase is about 5 feet wide. It's not really dangerous. They seem like they're pretty well carved out. So there's 3 small landings. The first one goes down about 60 feet. The second one is about another 40 feet. And the last one's another 20 feet after that. But as you guys are going down, you can start to see the shape of what looks to be like a really old fortress along the ravine
Kind of being
floor.
outlined.
Mm-hmm. So a fortress emerges from the darkness. The subterranean citadel, though impressive, seems long forgotten. If the lightless windows, cracked crenellations, and leaning towers are any indication, all is quiet, though a cold breeze blows up from below, bringing with it the scent of dust and a faint trace of rot.
Is there light down here? Can we see?
It's
I have
getting
dark
pretty
vision.
dark.
It's getting pretty dark. You have dark vision?
Once you guys get to the bottom, you still have, like, there's sunlight because you're still open to the ravine, but you guys are currently here.
Currently there.
Yeah, so you can see just barely this outer wall of this fortress, but it's pretty dark down here now. Like, you'll most likely need some sort of visual aid.
Where did that rock go? Is it still down here?
It hit like here and bounced off into this little like rubble. All this stuff around the building is just a bunch of rubble and like, big cracked pits of just damaged rock.
I'd like to walk over and just pick up the rock. Or are there any torches nearby that we can maybe hold? Or does anybody have a torch?
You
I have
guys,
a bunch of
your like
torches.
adventuring
Torches.
kits and stuff
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
have torches.
Should we use this rock, or should we? How long does the light last on the rock? Is it as natural as torchlight? Like, is it as bright?
Lasts an hour.
No.
It's pretty bright. It goes what, like 60 feet or something like that.
Yeah.
Sheds light and. So the narrow stairs empty into a small courtyard, apparently the top of what was once a crenellated battlement. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding floor. That floor stretches away to the north and south, composed of a layer of treacherous, crumbled masonry, which reaches to an unknown depth. To the west looms the surviving structure of what must be the Sunless Citadel. A tower stands on the west side of the courtyard, and that's sort of the round wall in front of you there.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be an obvious way in.
I mean, there's a door.
Oh,
There's a door
okay.
right there.
Like, is that just an open
It's
doorway?
closed. It's like a
Like a wood door or
big
something?
wooden door with iron bands on it.
Okay. I'd like to make sure I pick up the rock. Hold it with me.
So the rock is
Oh, do I do?
off in
Oh,
the,
so I couldn't really
like
get
the
to it?
debris. You'd have to like climb down into this
Oh.
debris stuff.
Oh, okay. So this is like farther down, this stuff? From where we're standing.
You could get to it easily, but it looks unsteady, like you might sink into it almost. You also hear skittering noises coming from it,
From down there?
from like the rubble.
Well, in that case, I take out my torch and I light it.
Okay.
And I kind of try to look into the tower, but definitely not going into it. But I want to look, try to see if I can see anything with the torchlight.
So where are you currently at?
So I'm on the stairs. So I'll walk forward, like maybe 10 feet away from it.
10 feet away from the door.
From the door, and just try to kind of peek in.
It's a solid door, right?
Oh, is the door closed?
The door's closed. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a big
okay.
closed wooden door.
So I just kind of inspect the door and the outer wall, see if it looks like it's been open recently. Is there any signs of like?
Okay, I need you to make me a dex save.
Aha!
Yeah.
Sweet.
You should let the rogue go first.
Okay. I don't think I changed these saves. This should be +4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay. So, it is a trapdoor tile.
Oh shit.
And it actually... So you guys are like here, watching
Behind him.
as this area right here falls open. And he falls
Like
into the
10
pit.
feet ahead
Or
of
she
in
falls.
front of the door.
Did I fall through?
Yeah, you fell into the pit.
Oh shit.
Let's see. Here.
Cordwainer Bird!
Whoa.
Some wisdom.
So, in the bottom of this pit, it's like 10 feet by 10 feet, 2 squares by 2 squares, you fall into like a pile of rubble and refuse that you immediately see a couple of like goblinoid skeletons down there, just laying
Okay.
there in a heap. And roll me a perception.
Okay. Oh, 3.
3. Okay. Well, let's see here. I got my.
I didn't take any
cool
damage through the fall.
It wasn't far enough for
Okay.
you to take damage. You're just kind of stuck in a pit, like 10 feet down.
It seems I'm in a pit 10 feet down and there's goblin skeletons.
I'm gonna walk over with my and then drop.
Do I
some
still have the
rope
torch?
So he can
Yeah,
climb
you still
out.
have your torch.
Okay.
You're like standing at the edge of the pit, looking down at him. You see from out of the rubble a rat jump out after him. He misses you. It tries to bite at your arm, but you are now in this 10-foot pit with
A rat?
a giant, like medium-sized rat.
Giant, medium-sized rat? Okay.
So, initiative.
Okay.
For all of us?
Hark!
Yeah,
Rodents
since
are
you guys
afoot.
will. I'll assume you guys will want to participate in this. So,
I guess.
Oh, one?
natural one.
Yeah.
We add our
Um,
initiative bonus, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
22?
it's still a one.
22,
11.
11, and so 22.
God.
You got 11.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. My bad.
The rat like startled me, and I'm like, oh fuck!
It's a fucking rat!
Okay.
Hey, rats!
Here's what we've got. Brody, you are first.
Who's
Brody,
first?
Rat, Scott, Eric.
Cordwainer. Like, kind of like does this like Matrix style like Jan Wick thing where like make the rat miss.
That's
And
my Geo.
I immediately like
Whoa.
you can see my eyes kind of go like almost greenish, like they're still normally they kind of go green, and I just like thrust out my arcane focus and cast Eldritch Bolt at it.
Okay.
As I say, Prince of Winter, protect me!
Is that as a spell attack?
Spell attack, yeah.
Okay.
And I think I get, what, like
Who's
plus
the Prince
5?
of Winter?
Yeah.
Um,
That's my patron.
Yeah, what's the Fey name?
Bran.
Bran.
I don't know. I just
Bran
picked it
Stark.
really fucking
Vengeance.
quick.
Vengeance Star.
Sorry.
Prince of
Can
Winter.
I have one of the Uintas?
Sorry, I just really quick was looking at my spell
you're
attack
good.
modifier. Which
First
is
time
my,
with some new
this is
characters.
plus 6. Okay, I just didn't update
Dang,
everything.
plus 6.
Plus
Fuck
6
yeah.
to hit.
Get wrecked.
21.
21 definitely hits.
Okay, and
Roll your
do
damage.
D10.
A D10.
Mm-hmm. 1 damage.
1 damage.
God damn it.
Okay. That concludes your turn. The rat makes an effort to lunge at you again.
Okay.
Oh, it's super cocked between the book and the thing. Damn it.
Cock die.
Okay. It's 21 hits you.
Yeah. Yep.
Why do you even ask?
3 points of piercing damage as it bites your arm and you shrug it off.
Okay.
All right, Jan. Vic it up.
God damn it. I'm already like getting wrecked. First fucking thing.
I'll
you
get
gotta
up
let
to
the
the
rope go
edge
first.
with my crossbow, and I'll shoot it.
All right,
And
you
I'll
got a pretty
shoot
clear
it.
shot at it. I'll give you advantage because you're just shooting right down on top of
Hell's
it.
yes advantage.
Save me, young wit. You're my only hope.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Oh, fuck. Thank
Right.
God you got the
yeah,
advantage.
So that is 17.
It's
Okay.
His disadvantage was critical fail.
Yeah.
woo.
12 damage.
All right, your bolt just skewers the top of this thing's head and like props its mouth open, and it just falls down, collapses.
I immediately reload my crossbow.
You are now in a 10-foot
Pit
deep
with a rat?
pit with a couple of goblin skeletons and a dead rat.
I would like to look around and see if I see anything else that obviously looks treacherous before I start. Is there anything like noticeable down here? Like, are there goblin skeletons? Are they wearing anything? I can rummage
There's a
through?
little belt pouch that you find. It's got about 4 gold in it.
Okay, sweet.
And
Worth it.
Bad.
23 silver.
23 silver.
And one of the goblins had a scimitar and shield.
Shit. Scimitar and a shield.
Scimitar.
There you go. I have some rope, so I toss the rope up and see if they can tie me off and I can climb up. Or is there any obvious way out of here?
It's pretty easy to get back up
Okay.
when you've got
Some rope and
somebody
shit.
helping you out. Yeah.
You guys helping me out?
I yell on belay.
On belay!
Belay's on.
Climbing!
Climb on.
Yes! Speaking of, we should go climbing.
Do you have rock climbing stuff?
Uh-huh. Like gym rock climbing.
All right,
I'm too chicken to go on the rope.
Everybody,
You gotta go out in the real world.
let me just actually do this.
So I climb back up and I say, "Oh, Cordwainer, sorry." I don't speak in third person. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Please
Didn't
speak
I-
in third person.
You start to hear the rubble around this platform that you guys are on start to shift, and some other rats start crawling up because they heard the pit trap activate, and
God.
they came running for a possible meal.
Okay.
So on this platform,
platform,
there
wow.
are 4 rats, 2 on either side of you guys. You are now safely back up on the thing.
Yeah, I wanna go
but
back
there is
down.
that 10-foot gap.
I want to go back down. He's repelling.
So let me just roll their initiative. Keep yours.
Yep.
It actually works out to be the exact same.
Cool.
So let's
So we'll
switch
go
it over
ASMR
to
first.
Lucy, since you haven't gone yet. There are 2 rats to your left, 2 rats to your right.
Well, I'll choose the left. And
Yep.
just be just gonna yell out to them, just like, "Foul demons, I will best ye!" And then
Awesome.
I'll bring my warhammer out to smash the first one that I get to.
Is that a 2-handed warhammer?
It can be,
Okay.
but then my AC goes down. So.
Nice.
17
That
plus,
hits.
yeah, it hits.
Do better than a 1.
How do you do? It's okay. So
Add your strength.
add your
bonus.
strength
7
to it.
plus
So
your
it's
strength.
so 10.
10. How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
You
Can I just
crush
like
that thing?
crush its skull and just like to a fine paste?
You absolutely do. One of the rats gets pulverized. A fine mist of red blood sprays out on either side of the flat end of your warhammer.
Guys, being good is really hard.
All right, that brings it back up to the top. Cordwainer.
Cordwainer. So I'd like to move as far away from the rats on the right. So move towards the corner, right?
So there's 2 rats. Well, there's one rat left on this side, probably about
on the right
here-ish.
side.
Yep.
And then there's 2 of kind of.
Yeah, so I want to move to the very far corner and shoot at the other.
Like back here.
Yep, as far away from the left rat as possible, but
Okay.
still way far away from the right rats. And I will just Eldritch Bolt again.
Word.
My eyes kind of go green, like you have this like greenish, like frosty looking color. And they... Oh God. 11.
11 does not hit. This rat actually
Starting off
skitters
good.
out of the way as your Eldritch Bolt plows into the rock right beside it, bringing it to the rats. The one that you just shot at is going to move a couple feet up towards you and make an attempt to bite you.
Oh, was the warlock or the cleric not over there when he smashed the other one's head?
Yeah, I should be over there because I was trying to smash him.
Just curious, like, was I the
Yeah.
closest thing to it still?
You guys are about the same.
Okay. That's fine, I was just curious.
You look tastier.
Yeah, I'm already bleeding.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, 21.
It critted on you. So you take 9 damage.
I'm down.
As this rat lunges at you and like bites your clavicle and just brings you down.
Are we even gonna make it into the goddamn citadel?
Yeah, you're a healer.
You're a cleric, sir.
Oh, that's right.
All right, the 2 on the other side are gonna come after the closest thing to them, which is probably gonna be Jan at this point.
Sure.
So you guys are like right there. First one. I'm gonna throw this die away. Second one. Okay. The first one lunges at you, and you deftly dodge out of the way. The second one, as you're dodging, comes around your other side and catches your leg and bites you for 2 damage.
Oh no. Okay.
You say oh no, and then the next one will hit you for 9.
Now,
Yeah.
Ron, it is your turn.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is pull my short sword and stab at one of them.
All right.
Probably the one that hit me.
Okay.
Fuck that thing.
How many hit points do you have?
12.
So you have 0 right now?
0.
9?
Shit.
9 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Okay. Well, after making a one-handed weapon attack, I can immediately follow it with the crossbow in my other hand.
Yeah.
Which I get an 8.
Nope. All
Bested
right.
my rats.
Bogus.
Lucy. it's on you.
Bogus.
So, did he kill one of them?
He didn't do shit.
No, he missed.
Missed both
I
of
missed
them.
both attacks.
There's still 3 rats. Just kill one. I have 3 chances at a save, unless
I
the
was
rats
thinking
attack.
about spare the dying on
Oh,
you,
I think it's fine.
but he didn't kill any of the rats.
no, you need to kill a rat.
What I was hoping for is stab, shoot, and then we have 1 rat to deal with. But nope.
You did buy a healing potion.
I know. Thank God.
I'm gonna try and smash the other rat. The one on
The one
left.
that's like right next to you
Yeah.
there.
Oh, also I dropped my short sword after I messed with it. Just, nah.
Okay.
20.
Natural?
Natural.
All right, you crit. Roll your damage twice.
2, 3, and
Plus 3, right?
yeah, so,
So 8.
8.
8. You kill the second one. How do you want to kill it?
Just squishing it like it's a tiny bug.
All right, you come right down on its midsection, just like shatter its spine,
Yeah.
and just
But
like
it takes a little bit for it to die. It's like sitting there like twitching, and I'm just like, for justice. So let's see.
yeah. Can you use one of those spells as a bonus action?
The one that touches
I
you
can
is a
make
bonus.
another
action.
attack as a bonus.
Oh, right. With With
Can you move and then do
War
it?
cleric or something?
yeah, it's just a war cleric, like equal to the number of your wisdom.
My wisdom
modifier.
modifiers.
Yeah, you can
I'm
do
trying
that.
to decide if I want to waste one doing that. But
We're okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna make a
I don't
save
think so.
right here. We're gonna be just great.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'll save those for later when we're because if this is what the stuff is at the beginning in the entryway, we're completely fucked. So
Just
yeah,
gotta proceed with caution.
We just take a long rest after every room.
You can do a short rest, but yeah, go for
I
it.
need long rest to get my.
11, so succeed.
All right, you got a success there. There are 2 rats. Rat number 1 is going after the person who squished its friend.
God damn it! Still,
Jesus fucking Christ!
Throwing that
take
dice away.
9 damage as
Fuck,
this
really?
rat crits you and just like finds a kink in your armor and just like clamps down on your elbow.
You got 1 health? 2.
2.
Second one rolled an 11 against you, which I'm assuming is not good enough.
No.
All right, Jan, you're up.
All right, trying it again. Trying out another short sword.
How many swords do you have?
I have 2.
Oh, yeah.
5 daggers.
Fuck yeah, 2 of them.
So go with another one. Is there any way I can get around and flank one of these stupid rats? No.
I mean, you're.
We're just kind of all mixed up in it.
Yeah, you guys are kind of on either side of each other. Yeah, it should be not too difficult for you to
Okay.
get a flanking position on him, the one that's closest to Eric.
Yeah. I do that. 17.
17 definitely hits.
Okay. So it will take 10 damage with my short sword.
All right, how do you want to kill that
So
one?
that's just a clean stab into the head,
Got
almost like a backhand kind of stab, and then I drop the short
So
sword,
it's
leaving
still
it
sticking
in,
its head.
sticking
Going-
in there,
going for a
and then I
crossbow
make
shot?
a crossbow shot at the other one.
God damn it.
Crossbow expert let you take bonus actions to shoot the crossbow.
Yes, after I make an attack with a one-handed weapon.
That's crazy.
So that is a 23.
23 hits.
Okay. No sneak attack on this one, though. It'll still take 9 damage.
And how do you want to kill that one?
Well, that one's just getting right through the head. Just pop.
All right, you make short work of the 2 remaining rats. And
Success.
I was
Success.
gonna just spare the
Well, no.
dying.
Oh, well, you don't have to waste your time. I succeed all 3.
It's a cantrip.
3
It's a
save.
cantrip.
I know, it's fine.
just pull up my calculator here.
So, do we regain our health if we take a long rest?
We
and
take a
then go
short
away?
rest, we can spend a die to regain.
If you take a short rest, you spend a hit die, add your constitution, that's how many hit points you get.
Do we want to really sleep in this little
If
area
you
right
take
here?
a long rest, you'll gain everything back to full on all your spells.
I
and
mean,
stuff.
I'm almost dead, and you're almost dead.
Well, I'm at 1 HP, right?
Yeah, I'm at 2.
I mean, does it seem safe to, like, camp right here?
I pass Lucy my
I have a
healing-
healing
okay.
potion,
Okay.
but I'm just thinking like, this is the beginning.
All right, so each of you guys gets 45 experience.
Well, my only thought is, like, this isn't a most defensible spot.
Right.
It's not a great spot.
And it's like, you said it was kind of tilting a little
And
bit?
I think you spared the dying on him, right? So he's
No, he just succeeded.
He just
I
you
succeeded on
succeeded.
3.
okay. So you're
yes,
at 1.
let's just take a short rest then.
you're at 1. You're still unconscious unless somebody rouses you or heals you.
Oh, so if I did spare the dying, that would stabilize them, right?
Stabilizes him.
Does that wake me up? No.
Yeah.
So I have to actually be healed? There's a potion in my pocket!
As I
No.
recover
You can
my
just try to wake him up.
as I recover my weapons that I've dropped and bolts, I just like poke him with my foot, like still with us.
Hey,
Do I just wake up?
Yeah.
hey.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Starting to see why that adventuring crew got wrecked.
Clearly, we should go in the woods and level up a bit before we try this again.
We'll go kill boars
We'll
for
go
a
kill
few hours.
boars for a couple years and then come
Oh,
back.
shit. I think we should maybe take a short rest.
Yeah, do a short rest and
Or just drink a potion. I might just drink a potion.
You guys can rest if you want.
Probably can't
Leave
long
it for
rest
the
here,
time.
though, right?
I mean, you could long rest anywhere. You just want to like
I just don't feel like it's a
Maybe-
great spot.
take
Yeah.
shifts. You could try your luck at going into the place and see if maybe you find a room
It's
that's
more defensible.
Well, these two should figure out healing or
Yeah.
short rest.
I'm gonna
short
heal.
rest and use a hit.
You want
die.
a short rest? Okay. Come on. It's just a straight D8,
Okay, I
right?
got
There's no
8.
plus to
Plus
a short
your
rest?
constitution.
Oh, plus con? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, 8 plus. Okay.
So, sweet. I'm back
Okay,
at
so I'm
full.
back to full.
Or wait. I'm at... Do I technically have 1 HP right now?
Yeah.
So if I heal for 11, I'm at 12.
Yep.
So you only get hit die. You get new hit die.
when you level up,
Level
you'll
up.
get
Okay.
more hit dice.
So you can't. We won't be able to use the hit die short rest thing until
So we do a long rest.
we do
Yep.
a long rest. Okay.
Cool.
Which is why I'm not using mine.
Yeah.
Well,
You only took
Well,
2 damage?
Yeah. Well, you two are doing that. Jan's gonna go check the door.
Okay, so you've still got that big pit trap there.
Yeah,
there's like a little bit of a catwalk around the side of it that you can get to the door at. If you want, you could even try to use thieves' tools to like reset the trap or jam it in place so that you actually have a floor there and you don't have to crawl.
Yeah,
around the
I'll do
edges.
that while we're doing this. Just
Okay.
jam
all
that
right,
thing.
more
Just roll a-
rats that are going
a
to kill
dex
us
check.
pop out.
And you add your proficiency bonus because you're using thieves' tools.
Yep. Which I am getting a 4 with my proficiency bonus.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 2.
But it's a dex. So.
Oh,
So it should be like 5, right?
right. Okay, so
7.
I got a 7.
Woo! Okay. Doesn't work. But you can get to the door if you want.
Yeah.
You just
Glad
gotta
we
walk
went
around
through
it.
all that.
It's good to get in the habit of doing.
Check the door. See if there's any traps, and also if it opens.
The door is not locked. Just
Okay.
It opens.
Okay.
You guys gonna head in? Or just like
I'm
push it
definitely
open?
not going forward until somebody like goes in front of me.
I'll go in the door
Well,
first.
actually, hang on. Let me stealth in.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Jesus Christ!
9.
All right, you do your best. You start to like walk in the door, but it makes a loud creak, and you kind of stop for a second. But you look around, and it looks like the room is basically empty. You don't see anything living in there.
Right. So I switch dice over here.
For real.
Yeah, 2 2s in a row.
You guys gonna follow him in?
I'll follow
Yeah.
behind the ASMR.
Okay.
Lucy.
So this circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which sprawl the bodies of 4 goblins, apparently slain in combat. One corpse stands with its back against the western wall, the spear that killed it still skewering it and holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead from this area. A hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet into the air, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone, except for a couple of crumbled ledges.
Well, that is quite the sight.
Said 3 doors exit. Does that include the way we just walked in?
Yeah, so it has a total
Okay.
of 3 doors.
Okay.
If you guys want to investigate, you can go ahead and...
Well, I'm now going to be checking for floor traps and other traps because I'm going to be cautious about this now.
My bad.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
8. I don't detect any traps. I'm
Well-
the worst rogue.
You see that, you can tell that the 4 goblins that are around have been dead for a while. You can see gnaw marks on them from
Rats.
probably rats. The bodies have been looted. Yeah. That's pretty much all you got at this point.
if anybody else wants to roll perceptions and look around.
18.
11.
Both better than me.
Okay, with your 18, you're sort of poking around the room. You are looking around the goblins, and you brush past the one that's been skewered, and it falls over. And right behind where it was, you actually see a draconic rune on the wall. And if anybody speaks draconic, which I don't think you guys do, you could read it.
See, you
Too
should have
bad
been
Can I
a
do an
rock.
Arcana check on it?
Or Dragonlord.
Or is it just like there's nothing magical about it?
I mean, you can roll an arcana. Yeah.
16?
16? Okay. Let's see.
I know it's draconic. I can't read it.
Yeah, I mean, it gives off a little bit of magical energy, but it doesn't look like the rune itself
You want that?
has any kind of obvious
What is
trigger to you. You're not sure what it says or what it does, but it is giving off a
Yes.
faint aura.
Well, I mean, yes.
Yeah. In the ensuing chaos, I just remembered I'll pass over my scimitar to Young. Like, I think this would do you much better than me. Though I think I may have angered the Lord of Winter. My Eldritch Bolt does not seem to want to work. Maybe too far from the Fae.
Just in case I need short swords of piercing, and that's slashing, just in case, you know.
Cool.
Okay. Well, if you guys want, you can rest in here. It
Are
might
the-
be in your best interest to.
Are the other two, are there doors or are they open walkways?
They're doors.
The exits? Okay.
Anytime you see those like little white
The whites are
things,
doors?
it's
Okay.
just a closed door. Yeah.
Can we, like, somehow barricade them?
That's what I was going to say. Like, if you guys want to try to do that and make it a little safer,
But
for
we
you guys
don't
to
need
hang
our
out in
long
here.
rest right now.
I mean, I'd like to get my hit die back.
Yeah, I think we should take this opportunity.
Or you just want or should we just keep going? Yeah, let's take the opportunity.
Okay, fine.
Alright. So
I could get my hit points back
you
at
guys
least.
barricade up the doors using some of the goblin bodies and debris and stuff, and you it might not be the most sound sleep you've ever had, but you guys take a
With
long
watches,
rest.
obviously.
Yeah, you guys take a long rest. You alternate watches, and everybody gets enough rest to get their hit dice back, spells that they might have used. I don't think you guys have used any yet. But yeah, we'll call it there for this episode.
The entrance.
Yeah.
God.
The entrance, Jesus
Jesus.
Well, you
Christ.
guys hung out in town for most of it.
No,
Yeah,
I just
we
mean we
actually
got
had some-
wrecked.
So
Or
you
I
guys
got
have
wrecked.
found the Sunless Citadel, and you're starting to see why this adventuring party that came before you
Got
has not come
murked.
back.
By fucking rats.
So far,
I don't know. I think they got past the rats and then killed them.
Yeah, they probably didn't fall in the trap.
all right. So that's going to do it for this time. Thanks for listening.
Make sure to check out our social media.
Cordwainer Bird.
Cordwainer Bird at cordwainerbird.com. All right. See you guys next time. Thanks for listening, everybody. Check out new episodes every other week. And in the meantime, look for us on social media. Find us on Twitter at The Floor is Lager. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/theflooриslager. And send us an email at thefloorislager@gmail.com. Thanks to Heather Mahler for creating our logo and our cool background art. You can look for her on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. Just search Heather Mahler Art. And special thanks to Corey Mahler, Flalasky. You can find his music on bandcamp.com. FLALASKI. One more time, that's FLALASKI. We look forward to bringing you new episodes soon. Stay tuned, everybody. Thanks.